Good day guys, Henry here from UC360, welcome to another video. This is a non-sponsored review video of my Lazyrolling Armored Jacket. But should you be wearing armor to ride in UC? Well, for the most part, it does seem overkill if you're not going off-roading or riding at stupidly fast speeds. However, due to not knowing when or where you may be in a crash, we can all agree that armor is probably a good idea if you want to avoid getting hurt, especially if you're riding around vehicles. But we are all humans and armor does come with a certain level of inconvenience and discomfort. But what if there was a way to wear armor without the hassle, the bulk, and the iconic overly sporty look? Well, hold on to your hat folks, there is, and that's what the Lazyrolling Armored Jacket managed to achieve. A jacket that, from the moment that you put on, instantaneously deems you ready for any adventure, or at least deems your torso ready. But there's a catch. The Lazyrolling Jacket is a sleek looking jacket. It comes in a few different colors, mine is a black on black. To the touch, it does feel quality and I like that a lot. The seams and stitching, usually a dead giveaway of a garment's quality, look tight and straight, although they aren't sealed. It uses YKK zippers, which actually glide okay for the main one, but for the ones under your armpits where the ventilation openings are, they do seem a little tricky to get open with the jacket on, and the same goes for closing them when they tend to snag the fabric mesh underneath quite a bit, getting stuck and it's just a mess. And still on the ventilation openings, the zipper is so small that it's almost impossible to find, and if you have gloves on, it is impossible to grab, so I'd recommend opening them before you put the jacket on. On the sleeves, it features some thumb loops on the cuffs, which will give some palm protection in a pinch if you don't have gloves on. Now, the fabrics are tough. The outer coating is quite water repellent and it will easily beat off a light drizzle, but as it isn't seam sealed, the fabrics will start to soak through in heavy rain. The jacket has two pockets on the front which are zippered to keep your valuables secure, however the zippers are a big letdown as again they are difficult to get open or closed, especially using only one hand whilst riding and wearing gloves. Also, the pockets are on the shallow side and have rather tight openings, not very comfortable to keep your hands in them for a long time if that's your thing. On the bright side, the pockets are fleece lined, which is a nice touch, like literally. As for the interior, the jacket features a black mesh lining throughout, two chest pockets, one on each side, with waterproof zippers, and as it is an armored jacket, sleeves for your pads of course. One interesting feature is the presence of a record tag, which allows the jacket's location to be traced in the event of an accident when you're out in the outdoors. Moving on to the meaty bits, as an armored jacket, the Lazyrolling Jacket gets the job done with flying colors, while doing that in style too. It features DuPont Kevlar inner lining fabric, which will cop all the abrasion in case of an accident, saving you a potential nasty road rash. And in addition, it has sleeves in which you can fit your preferred choice of pads, being level 1, 2 or 3, in the shoulders, elbows and back areas. Other than the other minor design pickups already mentioned, the fit is probably what I'd like to see improved the most. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's a little odd. I ended up going for a medium size despite wearing smalls for everything. The small was tight on the arms, whereas the medium fitted better around there. But it also came with a trade-off as the bigger size was baggier and longer. I'm not sure why that is, maybe Swedes are generally taller, and maybe they don't hit the gym as it's always cold outside, I don't know. But I do wish the jacket fitted more closely, for an even more discreet look. But hey, the extra room is perfect if you need to fit all the layers underneath, right? Well, yes, but also no. Let me explain. Remember there was a catch? Well, here it comes. It's understandable that a Swedish design jacket would tick most boxes when it comes to cold weather, and as a result, this jacket is hot. It's true that the Kevlar layer doesn't really help with breathability as if it wasn't there. But the outer fabrics are also fleeced, making it feel quite heavy and hence less than an ideal pick for warmer days. And if you live in a sunshine state like me, less than an ideal pick for most days. And to make matters worse, the ventilation openings under the armpits and on the back don't really help a ton once you're already all warmed up. As much as I can see that this jacket is great for snowy sports and cold places, I do wish it was made a little lighter as I believe it would increase its versatility substantially. They do make a hoodie version of it, but I don't see it being much less warm than the jacket, plus you do trade off some of the tougher fabrics, so I prefer to stick with a better level of water repellency, but also it's nice to have that option. And of course I left the best for last, and this feature in my opinion trumps every other minor design hiccup I've mentioned, and that is its reflectivity. What is by far in my opinion the best safety feature of this jacket is also almost single-handedly the reason why I decided to buy it in the first place. I mean, just look at this thing, it is so loud and in your face that there is no way you cannot say it, and that's what you want. Also, despite its high reflectivity at night, it doesn't make you look like you're a traffic controller every other time. And that feature alone is the reason why I think this jacket justifies its premium price tag. After realizing just how hot this jacket is, I have resorted to wearing it mostly for night rides during the warmer months. Whew. It's a bit toasty. When you're riding it's not so bad, the kind of wind comes through a little bit, so it kind of helps you cool down. As soon as you stop, I feel like there's a furnace underneath. The biggest issue with riding at night though is the decreased visibility. Combine that with distracted or even intoxicated drivers and it really can become a recipe for disaster. And that's where I find that the Lazyrolling jacket really shines, no puns intended. The cooler temperatures at night makes it more bearable to wear this jacket where I live. And I must say that its reflectivity will instantaneously make you feel a lot safer, the same way that the armor inspires you with confidence. All in all, it has become my go-to jacket for any ride after sunset, including those late-night fast food runs which happen more often than it should. Overall, the Lazyrolling jacket is undeniably a well-thought-out product, executed to the highest standards. Despite it not being perfect and having some room for improvement with some of its design cues, I believe this jacket has what it takes to impress most riders on both appearance and functionality fronts. And with that, we reach the end of this review. Have you considered the Lazyrolling jacket? Did this video tip you over the edge? Well, if you answered yes to those questions and you are keen to go ahead with your purchase, you can use the code UC360 for a cool discount at earriders.com.au if you're in Australia, or on lazyrolling.com if you're anywhere else in the world. I do get a small kickback from purchases using the code, so I do appreciate the support so I can keep bringing you these wholesome videos. Lastly, as always, thanks very much for watching, please do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Big cheers and right on!